Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make some buttermilk biscuits. Now these biscuits are not the real high biscuits because most of my family like the little flat ones, but I will make some bigger ones if anybody wants to see how I do the big biscuits, because I know a lot of people do like the big ones. Also, I'm going to leave the recipe down in the description box in case you might want to try this, but one word of caution: do not use the unbleached flour. I would recommend you use white lily or another type of self-rising flour when you're making biscuits. Now, if you want to use another brand of flour, I would recommend you doing that along with some baking powder. That would work. But I tried this unbleached flour that I had, and guys, I didn't get the texture that I usually get, but other than that, they came out good. So I'm going to continue to get these biscuits on the way. So I have my little grater here. I'm going to grate 1/2 stick of butter. Make sure your butter is cold and your buttermilk. So I'm just going to grate this in. If you don't have a grater, you can just kind of cut it in. And as you can see, I made a well in the middle of the bowl. Also, I'm going to be using some buttermilk with this. This is a very easy biscuit recipe. And I got approximately 5 biscuits. So if you want more, then you have to double the recipe. But yeah, guys, I hope you had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. It rained here, but other than that, it was really nice. Sunday was beautiful. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe, guys. All right, so I was going to bake my biscuits in this pan, but it's a very thin pan, so I just melted the butter, but I end up using one of my cake pans, a heavy duty pan. So I'm just going to start out with 1/2 cup, but I end up using 1 whole cup. If you don't have buttermilk, you can make buttermilk. All you need is 1 cup of milk, and you just add 1 tablespoon of vinegar, white vinegar, to it. And just let it set for a few minutes, and you have buttermilk. You can do this with your hands, or you can kind of stir it in, but after I kind of pull it together, I'm going to have to use my hands, which I don't mind at all, guys. I think I was about 5 when I made my first set of biscuits. They were kind of hard, but my mom and dad, they approved of them. So as time go by, if you're making something, you usually get better at it. Right, so I'm getting the dough off of my spatula. And if you don't want to use a spatula to stir it in, you can use a spoon. All right, so this is the pan that I'm going to be baking the biscuits in. So now I'm just going to continue to pull my dough together. I'm not going to overwork it because I don't want tough biscuits. So here is my dough ball. I'm going to get a sheet of aluminum foil. Then I'm going to split the dough and I'm going to pat the dough out a little. Then I'm going to cut them out with a glass and I'm going to put them in the pan, butter them, and bake them. So this is half of my dough. And right now I'm just patting them out. And I'm going to cut them with this glass. You can also take the remaining dough and just make another biscuit. You have to kind of roll it together and then you could just roll it out or you can cut it out. And the amazing thing about biscuits, you can have them any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. They go with just about anything. I think early on, guys, I said I had got 5 biscuits, but I got 6. All right, so that is the last one. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to the top, and then I'll pop them in the oven. All right, guys, these came out really good, but do not use unbleached flour, guys. Self-rising or all-purpose with baking powder. Thank you so much for watching, and I will leave the recipe in the description box. Be blessed.